So in this video, I am going to teach you what not to say in a job interview. So I'm going to be in this room undertaking a live interview, and there will be a number of things that I will say that you should never say during an interview. So make sure you take notes and don't say them in your job interview. Let's go.
Tell me about yourself.
Okay, well, I don't have any experience in this particular area. However, I think I can do a really good job for you.
So the first job interview tip I want to give you is never say, I don't have any experience in your job interview. If you do, you are likely to fail. Now, instead, talk about the skills and qualities you can bring to the role. Because let's face it, you need no previous work experience to have good skills and qualities. So make sure you use yours to your advantage. Now, of course, you will be saying to me, but how do I answer the tell me about yourself interview question? Well, let me now give you a sample response to help you pass your interview, and we will then move on to the second thing you should never say in your job interview. Here we go. Tell me about yourself. Thank you for inviting me to be interviewed for this position today. I have applied for this job because I have the skills and qualities needed to get up and running quickly in the role and to make a positive impact within the team. I am a positive, enthusiastic and loyal person who understands you need someone in the role who is going to help you to achieve your commercial goals. Now, over the years, I have worked hard to get to the position I am in today in terms of my qualities and attributes. I am confident that, having studied the job description, this role is suited to my abilities. I work very well under pressure. I can work equally as good on my own or as part of a team. I will always take responsibility for planning and organising my work, and I will always represent your company in a positive manner. If you hire me, I can assure you that you will see a positive return on your investment quickly and sustainably over a long period of time. So that's a brilliant answer to that first interview question. Tell me about yourself. So that's a very positive answer. Always be positive throughout the interview and don't say anything negative like I don't have any experience. Let's now move on and take a look at the second thing you should never say in your job interview. Here we go.
What's your biggest weakness?
I don't have any weaknesses. I'm a perfectionist. I always make sure that everything I do is done to a very high standard. So, yeah, I would say I don't have any.
The second job interview tip I want to give you is never say, I don't have any weaknesses in your job interview when they say to you, what's your biggest weakness? Instead, give an honest and genuine weakness that is not a requirement of the role. Now, good weaknesses to give include a lack of confidence when giving presentations to a group of people. You find it hard giving honest feedback to others, or you currently lack any leadership experience. So let's take a look at a great answer to the interview question, what's your biggest weakness? And we will then move on to the third thing you should never say in your job interview. Here we go. What's your biggest weakness? My biggest weakness is the fact that I find it difficult to say no to people. If someone asks me for help, or if they want me to do something of significance for them, I will never say no, even if I don't have the capacity to help them. Now, I guess I just don't like letting people down, but this has been a problem on a couple of occasions in the past where I've ended up taking on too much work. However, I am the type of person who is always looking to improve and develop, and being aware of this weakness means I will take positive steps to improve. That's a brilliant answer to the question, what's your biggest weakness? And it will do you no harm. So that is another great answer that will help you to pass your interview. Let's now take a look at the third thing you should never say in your job interview. Here we go.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
This job is going to be a stepping stone for me to move on to my next organisation, and I feel by working for you, it will be great to have this company on my CV. So whilst I am here, obviously I will do a really good job, but yeah, I see it as a stepping stone to achieve my future goals because I am a very ambitious and enthusiastic person.
Job interview tip number 3. Now, the interviewer is asking you the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Because they want to hire someone who will still be in the role at that period of time. Because if your intentions are to move on within that 5-year time period, I believe you are unlikely to get hired. Now, I would answer this question by saying that I plan to still be working for them in the same role or having gained advancement to a higher position. So let me now give you a model answer to that tough interview question, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? And we will then move on to the 4th thing you should never say in your job interview. Here we go. Having researched your company prior to the interview, I plan to still be working for you, either in the same role or having gained advancement to a higher level. Because in 5 years, I plan to be a highly respected, trustworthy and productive employee who is seen as someone who can be relied upon to contribute positively to the company goals. I would also be willing to be someone who helps to train up newer members of staff as and when they join the organisation. So we are starting to build up some fantastic answers here that will help you to pass your job interview. Let's now move on and take a look at the 4th thing you should never say in your job interview. Here we go.
Why do you want this job?
I'll be honest with you, the pay is really good comparable to other organisations. So you obviously pay well, and the benefits of working here far outweigh any other organisation that I've come across.
Job interview tip number 4. Do not discuss either pay, benefits or holiday unless prompted to do so by the interviewer. Now, the why do you want this job interview question is your opportunity to talk about what has attracted you to the role from an achievement perspective. So talk about how you want a job where you can make a positive difference and feel a sense of value in your daily work activities. Let me now give you a model answer to the interview question, why do you want this job? And we will then move on to the 5th thing you should never say in your job interview. Here we go. We spend a lot of time at work, and therefore it is important for me to feel like I am achieving something positive and that I am developing both personally and professionally. Now, within this job, I will get to put my skills and qualities to good use whilst working alongside other like-minded professionals. I feel this is a job whereby I can consistently contribute to the company's goals whilst also growing and developing as a person, something that is very important to me. That is a really good answer to that common interview question, why do you want this job? And you will notice that we have been nothing but positive in all our answers to the interview question so far. And that is really important. I'm a strong believer that if you are positive, you will attract success. Let's now move on to the next thing you should never say in your job interview. Here we go.
Why do you want to leave your current job?
I'll be really honest with you, I want to leave my current job because I think my boss is terrible. I don't think he's very decisive. He doesn't make decisions in a confident way, and I want to work for an organisation where, there's confidence from the senior managers and we can get things done. So that's the main reason why I want to leave my current job.
Job interview tip number 5. Do not be critical of your former boss or your work colleagues when answering the interview question, why do you want to leave your job? Because not only is being critical unprofessional, but it also only serves to put you across in a negative manner. Be positive about your former employer and talk about something of significance you achieved whilst you were there. So let me now give you my model answer to the difficult interview question, why do you want to leave your job? And we will then move on to the 6th thing you should never say in your interview. Here we go. I want to leave my current job for the simple reason I now feel I am ready for a new challenge with an exciting and ambitious employer who is going places. Now, my employer has been fantastic and I have learnt a tremendous amount whilst I've been there. My manager taught me some great things and she has been highly supportive. We achieved some great things together whilst I've been there, and we managed to increase sales last year by 25%. However, I feel I have a lot more to offer, and I'm looking forward to working hopefully for you where my skills, my passion and my experience will be put to good use. Now, this is a respectful answer, and it puts you across as a positive person who wants to continually improve and develop, and that's really important. Let's now move on to the sixth thing you should never say in your job interview. Here we go.
Why should we hire you?
I think you should hire me because I can't imagine anybody else being as qualified as I am. I'm very confident and all the skills and qualities I have are a match for the job description. I believe I am the most qualified person for this job.
Job interview tip number 6. Now, when they say to you, why should we hire you? Never say, I cannot imagine anyone else being more qualified than me. If you say that, you are unlikely to get hired. Now, the why should we hire you interview question is your opportunity to further showcase your skills, your qualities, and your experience. And in your answer, focus on how you will add value within the role and how you will get up and running quickly within the team. So let me now give you a really good answer to the common interview question, why should we hire you? And we will then take a look at the 7th thing you should never say in your interview. Here we go. I think you should hire me for 3 reasons. The first reason is I am totally confident I can come into this role, learn everything quickly, and start contributing to the team goals in a very fast time frame. Now, this means you will get to see a return on your investment almost immediately. Now, the second reason why you should hire me is I have a proven track record of achievement. Again, I believe this is positive for you because I will come into the team and add value through effective collaboration, hard work, and an innovative approach to working. Finally, you should hire me because I am a loyal person and somebody who will always act as a positive role model for your organization and for your company brand. That's another really good answer that's going to help you to pass your interview. Let's now take a look at the 7th thing you should never say in your job interview. Here we go.
That's the end of the interview. Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, so what is it exactly you do here?
Job interview tip number 7. Now, I am sure you will agree that was a really poor question to ask at the end of an interview. So when they do say to you, do you have any questions for us? My advice is to ask them 3 questions that show you care about their company and its future success. So I will now give you 5 smart questions to ask in your job interview, and you can choose 3 of them. So here we go. Do you have any questions for us? Question number 1. Who is your greatest competitor and how can I help you to beat them in this role? That's a great question. Question number 2. What are the plans for the company over the next few years? So that question shows that you intend to stay working for them for a number of years. Question number 3. What has frustrated you about people who have held this or similar positions in the past? Another really good question to ask in your job interview. What advice would you give to the successful candidate who wants to do well in the role? I love that question. And question number 5. What would you need me to concentrate on in the first 30 days of starting if I am successful? There's 5 really good questions. Make sure you choose 3 of them to ask at the end of your job interview. Now, the next thing to do is make sure you click that link right now in the top right hand corner of the video. Head over to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can download my full set of 21 great answers to tough interview questions, including the ones we have covered today during this presentation. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. I am on a mission to help as many of you as possible to pass your job interviews, and I can only do that if you subscribe. And also please make sure you give the video a like, because that always motivates me to create more content for you. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best for passing your interview. Have a brilliant day.